Yeah. What's up? What's good? What's poppin'? What's crackin'? Percolate was really good news. Your man Theo, but it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. It is Wednesday. We are up in here. I would like to think we up in here. You know what? This thing be driving me crazy. There we go. Give me something. 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 What's up? What's good? I see Groovy Feet is in the Groovy. Groovy tonight. Really do like the way you groovy. Groovy Fee is in the building. It is what a week it was, Wednesday. I keep forgetting it. You know what? I'm gonna look this dude's name up. I hate the fact that I keep forgetting. We about to have a really great show. TV show host that kept saying we're about to really have a great show. TV show host that said a really good show. Who said this? I'm getting this dude's name. Ed Sullivan. Ed Sullivan. Thank you. Oh man, that said, we are in here for a good time, not to be confused with a long time. My mentor, my advisor, my elder, Mr. Ray Smith, has pulled up in the building. What is going on, Mr. Ray? He said, Ed Sullivan. I'm slow. I am slow. For those of y'all that requested that Daryl and I work on videos featuring action figures, I just want you to know we are hard at work. We in the lab. We in the lab. Some of y'all already know we in the lab. Hopefully y'all like what we got going on, but we are in the lab. Shout out to those of y'all who made it possible, sending us dioramas, action figures, all that good stuff. Everything that you've been sending us, accessories and everything, to make it do what it do, we are making it do what it does. Daryl is working on his. Shout out to his lovely wife. He said she did some excellent voiceover work for Lily. I can't wait for y'all to hear that. That said, while I do have you here, I'm making this suggestion for my brother. He's right there. Bruh, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do the videos, right? The voiceover work will be for members only. Everybody else, you get to read along. Yeah, I'm putting my stuff out there. Somebody saw it. They said, hey, look like it got a little comic book flavor to it and everything like that. But we're going to do some voiceover work. But that ain't going to be for everybody. That ain't going to be for everybody. That said, though, y'all pulling up in here. Thank y'all so much. But I don't want to be rude. No. We're not going to be rude. Y'all greeting each other. Y'all greet me. So let me greet y'all. Groovy Fee is in the building. Like I said, Mr. Ray Smith is in the building. My brother, D-Real, is in the building. Yeah, Ronnie J is in the building. We in here. Let me get these notes real quick. Yeah, Ed Sullivan, Brother Smith. Yep. Definitely in the lab. Ronnie says what's going on and everything. Yeah, we're in the lab. We are in the lab. We are in the lab. And if you don't think we're in the lab, send us your stuff, contact information, email, and we'll let you in, get the look. You know how Marvel be doing teasers? You know how the MCU be doing teasers? I think me and Dara got enough content right now to do some teasers, and y'all be like, oh, that's what y'all working on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Lord King of the Sigmas. Listen, you have no idea how greatly that is appreciated. King Sigma with the $20. Listen, let me tell you how much that's appreciated. Me and my wife are full-time doing what we're doing right now. Yes, my wife, Skyline Designs, she's been getting a lot of crochet orders. If you over there on TikTok and everything, Skyline Designs, that's SKYYELINE Design. Cricut machine, embroidery machine, crochet machine, sewing machine. She's doing it all over in there and everything like that. The reason why is because since somebody took office, we just letting folks go. And one of the agencies we letting folks go for was Medicaid. Well, that's where my wife was working. She was working for Medicaid. They let her go about a week ago. What I said was this is God kicking you out the nest. You can fly on your own. You can fly on your own. Now, if you don't think you can fly, he's made it where you can go back to that job because they said they hire her back once they get the numbers back up. But now, if you can fly, fly. So the $20 is definitely appreciated. We got some things cooking on the grill, me and my brother. There have been some things that we've been trying to go through this year as far as like getting the rock Wit Me Nation, fans of Black Panther, where we need to be. Both his channel and my channel are more so in tune, focusing on getting out as much Black Panther content as possible. And when I say content, I mean knowledge. Right. We not talking about the MCU. No, we're gonna give you that comic book knowledge. We're gonna give you some stuff that you can go find at your local comic book store. Yes, let's Lord have mercy. Some stuff that ain't fabricated, if you understand what I'm saying. Yeah, we gonna make all that possible. We're gonna get to y'all Black Panther Declassified. We're gonna get to y'all Black Panther The Ultimate Guide. We gonna get to y'all Black Panther Atlas. Y'all just stay with us. We gonna get shout out to my brother Kimoyo King. That I'm gonna call him the merch king. He the merch king. We gonna make sure for our members, we get this merch out. We got posters, we got socks. Shout out to Big Chad and everything like that. We got books and every stuff that Black Panther fans want. Some of y'all may or may not have. We are working with it to get it out there to y'all and everything like that. So thank y'all so much for putting up to the night. I just wanted to go ahead and get that on out there and everything like that. Definitely appreciate it. Like God is wonderful. That's all I know how to say. Got to get my hands on some. Yeah, that's all I know how to say. God is good. So it is Wednesday, middle of the week. You here, I'm here, we here. Right. So like I said, God is good. Let's go ahead and take a look at tonight's topics, if you will. For those of y'all that didn't get a chance to go check out the last video I dropped, lost characters. I don't know how you lose characters. Anyway, we're going to talk about that tonight. We will have a Q&A session as well. But yes, let's go ahead and get into these topics, see what we got going on. Like I said, we are in here for a good time, not to be confused with a long time. Here we go. Right here. I think y'all gonna like this. This is more of an entertainment show right here. Horror movies. Why I believe well-known actors should not participate. Yeah, we're gonna get into it. Y'all gonna be like, wait. Yeah. Been a long-standing thought process of mine. If you're a well-known actor, you ain't got no business being in a horror movie. I'll tell you why. Jake Paul versus Tank Davis, or Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua. Because I'm confused at it. You dig what I'm saying? Like, it Saturday was when I was like, whoa, it didn't change? Yeah, we're going to talk about it. Shadeur Sanders. What's going on, Mr. Smith? Shadeur Sanders. Yeah, we're going to get into it. Shadeur Sanders is not a 5th round pick. That's the tagline right there. Because I'm so sick and tired of folks saying that. Yeah, we're going to get into it. Mr. Smith, my brother Daryl, Kimoyo King, action figure collector. Y'all like the next segment. Ron Cardiac and Iron Man Mark 72. Well, since y'all listening, we got some other requests. Yeah, we see what y'all doing, Hasbro and everything like that. Shout out to Kimoyo King. He hit up Hasbro. Yeah. This segment, Hasbro, Marvel Legend, is for you. Because we know you're here. Yeah. We're going to get into it. Justice League Unlimited 13, Green Lantern 29, damn all that. The latest issue of Absolute Batman. Damn all that other stuff. The latest issue of Absolute Batman. Y'all know I'm collecting it. I haven't been reviewing it because I didn't necessarily think we were Absolute Batman fans, but that last issue. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Moving right along. Michael Jai White. So, man, it was the Mike Tyson movie that I came across Michael Jai White. I said, I like him. Wait, what you mean? Because he's a martial artist, he know how to throw hands like that. You know what? I ain't asked that dumbass question since then. We're going to get into it. Stephen A. Smith and politics and why that's not a good idea. I'm gonna try and be funny. I'm gonna try and interject as much levity as I possibly can into that particular topic. Pray for me. And definitely not last. Black Panther's 60th anniversary. Missing characters. Let's start there. Y'all greet at each other. Let's start there, because this is a Black Panther channel, right? Black Panther family of channels. Let's start right there. We can go ahead and add a little bit of Q&A into this and everything like that, right? 4 stories. I've talked about it. Daryl has talked about it. We got some writers and everything like that. Marwa Ayodele, Cody Ziegler, right? Got a couple of Christopher Priest, right. We got some stories. Let me see here. We got Casper Cole looking for T'Challa. We got Casper Cole hollering at Aurora about T'Challa. Then we got T'Challa and Adam Brashear kicking the bobo. And then we got T'Challa and Eric Lenshear kicking the bobo. I'm not hating. I'm not hating. I'm not hating. And I know somebody gonna say, well, if you can do better, do it yourself. Hey, you know what? This ain't about me being dumb. This about just having some damn common sense. Who? Didn't nobody want to see? What we do? Baron McCarver? Anybody want to see him? I know damn good and well. And true enough, we did get King Cadaver, and I know it's in one of them Black Panther Legends or whatever. I know it's in one of them. I know it's in the Wakanda book, issue 5. That's what we see King Cadaver last. King Cadaver, and I want to say Madam Slay is in Wakanda issue 5. How long ago them comics came out? What? Mind you, they didn't interact with T'Challa. They interacted with Okoye. I can't. No. Come on now. Watch this. Malice. The OG Malice. The Malice with the Angela Davis. Her. I ain't seen her since Don McGregor. That's and you mean tell me, so when they turned the stuff in, when they turned the stories in to the editor-in-chief, he didn't look and say nothing. I'm gonna keep over these notes. Stephen A needs to change his last name. I got it. I get that. What is going on? Now tell him he of tough questions. King of the Sigmas. Thank you so much. Like I said, I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much. So Akibe, you got Denzel Washington talking about he want to be Akibe. Then he want to be Denzel. Then he want to be Professor Charles. How about you be a brother? Stay right there with Akibe. Yes, you talented. Yes, I believe you could play. I believe you could play any damn role you want to, which is why we looking at actors that look like us and say, please play the characters that look like us. Please, if you please. If you could, pretty please, with some sprinkles on top. We don't no differently than we didn't want to see the European actors play us. We don't want to see you play them. Baby, no shade. As my 13-year-old daughter would say, baby, no shade. Do I believe Michael B. Jordan could play Clark Kent? Yes. I don't want to see that. You got Icon over there. You shave your head bald. Become Luke Cage. You're going to be a little short, but hey, it is what it is. Go be Luke Cage. Hell, shave your head bald and be gentle. Gonna have to shave your mustache off too. You're going to be gentle. We got more than enough Superman analogs that's African American. We don't need you to play none of them. None of them. They got the Wasp. We got Bumblebee. Karen Beecher. See how that go? We don't need that. We don't need that. So what I'm asking y'all is, this is the Q&A. Are you stoked? Are you excited for the 60th anniversary special? I would like to think, I wish we had 60 years worth of comic books, but I understand. But what I'm asking you, that lineup, we're not talking about the writers. We're not talking about the writers. What's going on? Kimoyo King, what's going on? Akibe don't seem to fit Denzel's acting style at all. Is there a movie where he's acting similarly to Akibe's character in comics? No. I think the wildest version of Denzel I've seen on film, and when I say wildest, I mean the dude that you might, low key, he ain't got it all together. Glory and Training Day. Glory and Training Day. I could be wrong. I ain't the oldest one here. I ain't finna say I'm the most experienced Denzel Washington fan in this life. What I will say is the movies that I've seen him in, Screw Loose, Glory, and Training Day, and that's not Akibe. That's not Akibe. But that said, we would have liked to have seen him in the comic books. Now I don't know what we got going on here. You know what? You're not listening to us. Well, clearly the action figure company is, but I don't know one Black Panther fan said they wanted a story with T'Challa and Eric in it. We've been talking Black Panther for a long, long damn time now. We have. I don't think not one damn time we say, you know what? We can't wait to get that Black Panther Magneto story. I ain't never said that. Black Panther and Blade, hell, Brian Hill didn't wrote both them damn characters. So, low key, we thinking. And he said, let Marvel know. We did. We did. mheroes@marvel.com. Okay to print. Blade and Black Panther. Black Panther and Blade. That was 2 years ago. Brian Hill told us to write that damn letter. We wrote them. Okay, well, because I know Kimoyo wrote that letter. Because I remember Brian Hill saying, you know what, that sounds like a good idea. One, he ain't writing not one story in this book. Two, a story that he asked the fans. And the fans corroborate. So, yeah, that's a hell yeah. Off the heels of Blood Hunt? Yeah, let me get that. Let me get that. I'm trying, because you want to make some money. You want to make some money. We want to spend some money. See how that go? See how that go? You want to make some money. We want to spend some money. We telling you what we will spend money on, why we'll spend money on it, telling you what we won't spend money on, why we won't spend the money on it. And I don't know, it's like the gear is just stuck somewhere. Like the gear is stuck. CB, I be trying to help. I know it don't sound like it. I know I sound kind of aggressive and everything like that, but I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you, help you, help us. Let me keep up with it. D-Real says, no, I'm not excited about the 60th anniversary. Give me a Black Panther ongoing series, please. He's not wrong. Watch what y'all saying. I just saw what Mr. Smith said. Steezle, the Rock Wit Me Nation moderator, is in the building. We can agree to disagree. Be respectful. What is going on? What is going on? The Rock Wit Me Nation moderator is in the building. So the gear is racism. See how I said it. Now, I understand how in 2024 to 2025, that R word is a trigger word. Folks get triggered. Well, we live in a society that if the shoe fit, the shoe fit. If it don't, it don't. Now, nobody on this page is stupid enough nor ignorant enough to believe that the majority of a certain demographic are racist. But there is a segment in that demographic that is racist. Now, here's where some folks get triggered. You make a move, somebody looks at the move you made, and right off the rip, they throw the R word out there. This is when I will look at a CB Sobolski or a Kevin Stefanski and say this: if it ain't the R word, it's the I word. Irresponsible. Like, which one you want? You got a character, you got guaranteed money every month, and you won't do anything with it. 1.3 billion. The very first issue of the Ultimate series sold out before it even hits the comic book store. At the very least, 2 dedicated YouTube channels with knowledgeable people doing your job for you, leveling up the knowledge of this particular character. Folks that have interacted with writers and artists that work at Marvel. Folks who have customized action figures based on their favorite character. Who are you listening to? Who are you listening to and why? That's all. Who are you listening to and why? Because I wouldn't have told you. You know what? I'd have missed Cody Ziegler. I would have missed Cody Ziegler because I just said what I think. But the names. It's almost like you didn't know who to call to ask who should be on this book. You cannot think right now, as we sit here, almost 2 days away from Chadwick Boseman's birthday. I ain't forget, big dog. I ain't forget. You cannot believe that any Black Panther fan, I'm just go ahead and tell you, I ain't spoke to a Black Panther fan, interacted with a Black Panther fan that said anything about Mr. Ayodele being on the book for whatever reason. That ain't the name that came out their mouth. That ain't the first one. It ain't. That ain't it. That ain't it. I don't know who the other person is. It's a third writer, but Ayodele's name would have came up first before his, and his name didn't come up. So this other dude, then Christopher Priest is writing One World to Come. That book ain't getting rave reviews. It's not. You've heard Black Panther fans itch, gripe, moan, and complain about that story. Because that story was him spinning the block with the whole Casper Cole, ironically enough, it's happening again. Casper Cole, Everett Ross, I can do a Black Panther comic book and T'Challa ain't got to be in it. Right now, until Christopher make that right, he don't need to be on no Black Panther book. You're not reading the room. You're not reading the room. Now, I don't know what you got going on. I don't know. Kimoyo will be more than happy to tell you what you got going on. Me, I'm going to say you're being irresponsible. Now, if the goal is to make it so where Black Panther fans stop dealing with the character, they say the epitome of stupidity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Well, this character has not had an ongoing monthly in a minute, and folks still find a way for that to be their favorite character. And now they're getting all the merch regards to character. So you can try and make it where folks don't want to engage the characters. That's only going to work with the general audience and MCU fans. Us diehard comic book fans, well, we got it at the house. That's you see the back wall. we got it at the house. There go Mr. Ray Smith right now. I got Wakanda at the house. Oh Lord, you need to know. His Wakanda is on fleek. We still say that. We still say that. His Wakanda is on fleek. Yeah. He got Wakanda at the house. He ain't waiting till 2020 nothing. Mr. Ray Smith could literally walk downstairs right now and film Black Panther 3 if he wanted to. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and have T'Challa, Aurora, Nakia. Watch this. And T'Challa and Aurora's son, Azari. See how that goes? Let me keep up. Let's see here. 9, 10. Let me see. I want to make sure I start off where I left off at and everything like that. Let's see here. Kimoyo says if they get triggered, then they had better draw. 9 Taylor says I want T'Challa and Adam to talk about quantum physics and for T'Challa to show off shadow physics to Adam. I want action, but also two big brains needing out like Tony and Bruce in the MCU. That's fair. That's absolutely fair. You know what? You'll probably get them with me, Daryl, or Mr. Smith first. Yeah. Matter of fact, I can tell you that T'Challa and Adam Brashear are on the same superhero team that's coming together in my story. I can tell you that right off the rip. They coming together. They gonna be that right there. At least two. Them two right there. Now you can take a guess. I tell you who the other. I ain't gonna tell you. You got to guess who the other heroines might be. But yeah, T'Challa and Adam in that thing. Yeah, it's going down. It's going down for the crown. Let me keep it going. Kimoyo says facts. Racism is irresponsible, ignorant, ignoble, and inefficient. All that. Everything you just said. See, I'm like this. Kimoyo gonna hit you upside the head. I'm like, oh, you don't like the R word? Okay, I won't use the R word. You being irresponsible. Yeah, because I took them classes, you know, elementary, middle, high, college, and everything like that. Yeah. The English language, you being irresponsible. Ronnie is greeting everybody. Like I said, Mr. Ray Smith says he got Wakanda at the house. Now tell him says that's nerdy. He feeling better. Oh, look out there now. Look at what we had was, and what's the doctor's name? The doctor that you be looking at. Shout out to the doctor that's on YouTube. Let me say that. My wife and I, we have pets. 1 dog, 4 cats, 1 rabbit. And there's a doctor out there right now. And I wish I knew his name. I don't. But this doctor has been significant in me and my wife being able to take care of our pets because he puts the medical information out there. You ain't got to go to the veterinary and everything like that. So thankful. Our cat, boy cat, was throwing up and everything like that, was going through some stuff. In essence, boy cats need to drink more water than girl cats do. And so he was one of them cats that like have hard food. So now we have to put him on soft food, make sure he eat that right, so he gets moisture that way. And right now what my wife had to do was put some apple cider vinegar in his water. In essence, he has a urinary tract infection. So shout out to the doctor and everything like that. He just walked into my wife. We've been watching him for the past 24 hours. He's more and more active and everything. That makes my wife's day. So that's where we're at with that. Let me see here. That's nerding out, not needing damn toe. Kimoyo said, I feel like this book is gaslighting. I can't say you're wrong. I can't say you're right. I'm gonna have to read it. Now tell him says Cody is the only writer I trust on this book. And Mr. Ziegler, you did wonderful work. Incorporating T'Challa, Anansi, Bast. You did your thing, big dog. You did your thing, big dog. All that made all the sense in the world. Went hand in hand with Cheryl Lynn Eaton's writing and everything like that. My hats off to you. I'm with him. That's about the only story I'm looking forward to is the one with Cody Ziegler. Cody's the only writer I trust on this book. Priest and Ayodele lost my faith in them. They will have to regain it here and surprise me. It can be done too. And that's the other thing. I like what I tell them just said, because even though a writer can write something you don't care for, they can have an opinion about a character you disagree with. It don't mean things cannot change. So appreciate that. And I tell them, thank you so much for that. Kimoyo says, Mr. Smith, I can hold him by his feet for about... That's the enforcer, y'all. Now, I tell him, says, I really wanted Hutland or even Coates to make a return. Even Jonathan Mayberry would have been fun too. Listen, him, David List, all them folks. Like I said, if they did some great work, I'll pick it what it putting down. And honestly, I don't want to be that, because I'm gonna be fair. There's only been one bad writer on a Black Panther story. Let me rephrase that. I'm not going to call him a bad writer. There was only one person that turned in trash in regards to Black Panther. We know who that is. Now, that's the person I want to ask the question to. Why did you write that trash? Like, what respect? I want to ask him, what's going on with the magazine, with the article in the magazine? I want to ask him about that. And I want to ask him what was going on with Black Panther. Because I was a fan of Undercover Brother. I'm still a fan of Undercover Brother. 12 Years a Slave. I'm a fan of that. I ain't gonna act like that. But my God, that article in Esquire magazine and that trash you wrote for 15 issues, oh, I can't see you nowhere. That's not going to go right. I know what you look like. You committed to memory. I know what you look like. I know what Nate Moore looks like. Committed to memory. I'm looking at y'all faces right now. I know what Ryan Coogler looked like. I know what Stephen A. Smith looked like. I know what Anthony Mackie looked like. And all of y'all that made questionable statements, damn decisions, all y'all that made questionable, if not made outright lies in regards to this character. You're going to get asked the question. Yes, Peter. Yes, Peter. My wife just went and found the YouTube channel. It's called Veterinary Secrets. So if you have pets, I'm advising you to go subscribe to this dude's YouTube channel. It's beneficial. That's all I say, it's beneficial. Oh, let's see you keep up with these notes. Mr. Ray Smith says, absolutely. I have Adam, Thunderball, Bill Foster, and T'Challa, Nightshade, and Shuri nerding out at times in my universe. He does. He does. So they ain't even got no hot twos that I say in the MCU. We got that in fleet. Hold on. We got a modern update on M'Baku. Yeah. Cause you can't fight in that. You can't fight in that. No. We gonna put hands on people. Wait, not my wife. Kimoyo says, cause he was there at a comic book convention. Him and Christopher Priest were in the same building. Also, now I tell him I married a human thesaurus, so wordiness is a byproduct. This is true. Met Mackie twice. He has always been that obnoxious. Well, you met him twice. I don't need to meet him once, because I got questions. So when you was talking to Jamel Hill, and you said you couldn't even see you as T'Challa, was that before or after you sent in the letter, and they offered you the role of Sam Wilson? Because I'm trying to figure out what's going on, because I don't want to be misled. I don't want to be like Cool in the Gang. Don't mislead me. Let's see. T'Challa kicking it with the Attorneys, Thundercats, and Justice League is in the 1985. That's what Dara calls it. The 1985. Mr. Smith also has a nice name for his universe too. Listen, for them to be older than me, they cooler than I am, because I'm sitting up here like, damn, I'm talking about Earth 429. You talking about 1985. So where are we at though? Yeah, I want to thank y'all so much. I feel like that's a nice place to take a little break, trying to help the YouTube algorithms up and everything like that. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Did y'all see the last issue of Batman? Did y'all read that? Absolute Batman? Y'all know he got y'all know Absolute Bane? I might do a comic book review on this one. He got Absolute Bane. Bane big, boy. Bane big. Bane big. Let me tell you how this thing go. So Bane, you know, he getting jacked up and everything like that. Bruce, then him and Selena just finished making it do what it do. Right. And Bruce like, man, you know what? I don't really like how dog handled me. Bruce like, hey, pull up. Bruce send Buddy to Addie, tell him to pull up. Selena and Alfred like, what you doing? Like, this dude almost deleted you last time. I'm gonna use some venom. You don't need to use venom, because when you use venom, you already got an attitude issue. Like, you already got anger management problem. Last time you used the venom, just a little bit of it, you almost lost your itch. I'm gonna use the venom. Selena like, man, I ain't trying to hear that. She peace out. They shift the scene over there to Bane. Bane in the hospital. He said, hey, I just need this one more procedure so I can rest and everything like that there. Old girl like, well, I don't know. He said, listen, Buddy, Bruce then took the venom. It worked with him and everything like that. If I could just get him to use the venom, right, then I can go ahead and chill, and you can have your next experiment, your next science project. So, okay. Bruce then befriended Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn in the Absolute Universe is running the Red Hood gang. Red Hood. Hoodies. Bruce then sent Buddy to Addie. I'm guessing it was at the Gotham football field where the Gotham Knights play at. Bane pull up, big as all outside. Bruce pull up. Absolute Batman got issues. Like this dude, it's something wrong with him. It's something wrong with him. It's something wrong with him. Between him, his big ass Batmobile, you know that building? I don't know why they call that a Batmobile. That big ass Batmobile, Harlequin, and the Red Hood gang, with all that going on, Bane has still managed to grab this dude by his cape. That's why they tell you in The Incredibles, don't wear no cape. Well, caught this dude by the cape, slamming this dude on the ground left and right. Remember that scene from the Avengers movie? Remember when the Hulk had Loki? He was acting like Bam Bam from the Flintstones. Then he said, puny God, puny God. Remember that? That's exactly what Bane was doing to Bruce. Talking about, use the venom, damn it. Use the venom. I ain't going to use the damn venom. Bruce takes off his axe. And just, well, when he do that, Bane recuperate. This dude used a little hook thing and yanked Bane's eye out. The venom regrew the dude's damn eye in a matter of seconds. I said, oh, the hell. But this Bruce, something wrong with him. He on demon time. This dude got his hatchet between him, the Red Hood gang, shooting Bane full of venom. Bane got eyeballs and teeth popping off all on his body. Bruce is using his axe. It's something wrong with him. It's something wrong. By the end of the issue, when it was all said and done, Bane wasn't nothing but a pile of pink stuff on the ground. It's something wrong with this dude. It's the venom that he was going to use, injected himself with. He had Harley Quinn's Red Hood gang inject Bane with it, so Bane could lose control of his muscle man. The dude looked like some pink pudding on the ground. Like, And then at the end of the issue, the only thing that's left of Bane are his two eyes, brain, and the Joker blows up Santa Prisca. Is that what? I don't know what Absolute Joker gonna do. I don't. And I remember the beatdown that Bane, Absolute Bane, gave Batman. What Bane did to Bruce ain't what Bruce did to him. That's all. That dude is on demon time. That's it. I don't know if they're getting the same thing I'm getting with Absolute Wonder Woman and Absolute Superman. Absolute Bruce got problems. Something wrong with Absolute Joker too. Yeah. Bruce. Oh, King of the Simple said Bruce was definitely on demon time. Yeah, Bruce. Yeah, John, Flo, all that on bro. Big King Sigma, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. If y'all are not if you ain't buying the comic, get the trade paperback. You doing yourself a favor. You doing yourself a favor. I'm telling you. The artwork, this really could be a red band. That could be a damn red. I don't know what we got. Listen, I'm liking it. I'm loving it. Keep it coming. Oh my goodness. Let me keep up with these notes. King, that's Hubba Rock Joker and Absolute Batman. They say they working on that. Now, I'm of the mindset if they do an Absolute Batman cartoon, that's either going to be Amazon or that's going to be HBO. You can't put that on TV. But just to let y'all know, there is a short animated Batman clip on YouTube right now. It's based off the first issue of Batman when he's going up against the gang and everything like that, the party gang. Just Google Absolute Batman animation. Give it check it out. It's nice. The person that did the work put their foot up in it. So yeah. We need an Absolute toy line next. Well, here I don't, because Todd McFarlane ain't got the license. I would love to see what Mattel gonna do with that. That's a big ass figure. Like Absolute Batman, he's the same size as Bane in the primary universe. That's yeah. If you haven't checked it out, you say Bane was on that Hulk Hogan. Let me see here. Keeping up with the notes, Kimoyo says, Mr. Smith, he looks at others like they are lacking. Like when you go to, you talk about Christopher Priest. I could tell. Because you told me that. Keeping the party rolling right along. Like I said, if you have not been checking out, Absolute Batman, go get that. Go get that. Keeping the party rolling. We're going to take a break right there. That's why I'm at. Like I said, that had me excited. Wow, horror movies. You like horror movies? They all right with me. I'm gonna tell you where horror movies lose it with me. See if you're picking up what I'm putting down. I said this to my ex-wife, my second ex-wife. Horror movies lose their authenticity when a well-known actor is in the movie. Because part of the shtick in regards to the horror movie is the unknown. You got to not know what's coming. The shock value, if you will. Well, if I'm watching a movie and Jake Gyllenhaal is in it, it's a horror movie, I know he's an actor. Like, I can't even suspend believability. He's an actor. He's a well-known actor. You expected me to believe that I'm supposed to be terrified. How can I be terrified? I know he's an actor. He's acting. He acting scared. He acting terrified. He acting like the big bad. He's acting. Like, no. The horror movies, to me, I could be wrong. I've always felt like horror movies work best when you don't know the people in them. You don't know who's safe. You don't know who not safe. You don't know who gonna make it out alive, who not gonna make it out alive. You don't know any of that. Thus, you have to just sit there and wait for it to play out. That's how I've always felt in regards to horror movies. Even if you're looking at Aliens, Sigourney Weaver. Well, hell, we didn't already seen Ghostbusters. Ain't nothing finna happen to her. And if it is, she's an actor. As in, this ain't real. And part of the aesthetics for a horror movie is supposed to what? To a degree, convince you this could be possible. You can't do that with a well-known actor. You can't do that. You can't do that with a well-known actor. You can't. Let's see here. One of the McFarlane Batman figures is close to the absolute Batman build. I only like creature horror, human horror. Human horror is born. Here we go. Remember that movie they did a while back with a kid, the Blair Witch Project? You know what made that movie? Wasn't just the fact of how they shot it. You didn't know anybody in it. That was a movie that very well could have been based on reality. You didn't know nobody in that damn movie. You didn't. But now we can't do that movie with Will Smith, Carl Payne, and Tichina Arnold and think we're gonna feel the same damn way. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. So that's just my take on it. I think horror movies benefit more from having unknown actors than having known actors. I think The Conjuring would be a whole lot better if we didn't know the folks in the movie. But we do know the folks in the movie. So kind of takes away from it, the authenticity, if you will. Can we talk about Shadeur Sanders? Y'all watch football? Me and Daryl are supposed to do our football show. But life, right? Supposed to do it yesterday. I wasn't feeling too well. That was totally on me. But Shadeur Sanders, I watched him play at Jackson State. Now watch him and his pops come over to Colorado. That's not a 5th round pick. Chris Canty has a show on ESPN. Chris, your co-host, the male dude. And this goes for everybody that's a sports analyst. I don't give a damn how many times you say Shadeur Sanders was a 5th round draft pick. You can say it, but the eye test, we know damn good and well he should have got drafted before the 5th round. So you constantly saying regurgitate because you're making yourself sound stupid. That's the whole thing. Chris, your male co-host, not the woman, she knows what she's talking about. But your male co-host, I don't know who he capping for. I don't know who's talking in his ear. But steadily saying Shadeur Sanders was a 5th round draft pick, Dillon Gabriel was a 3rd round draft pick. Well, you know what? Just because I say I'm 6'2", 280 pounds, don't make it so. Shadeur Sanders is not, I don't give a damn where Cleveland drafted him at. I don't give a damn where the NFL drafted him at. He's a 2nd round draft pick at the worst, 1st round at the best. Dillon Gabriel is at the best 3rd, at the worst 4th. So steadily saying that Shadeur Sanders got, nobody gives a damn that knows the game of football. Let me just go ahead. Nobody gives a damn. We know him being drafted in the 5th round. This is my channel, so I'm going to say exactly how I feel. It's bullshit. We know it's bullshit. And if you work at ESPN, the sports network, you know it's bullshit. So for you to come on air steadily saying he got drafted in the 5th round, and yes, I'm talking to you as well, Dan Orlovsky. You sound stupid. You're quoting the obvious that he got drafted in the 5th round. We know he did. He's not a 5th round draft pick. He wasn't a 5th round draft pick on day 1. He wasn't a 5th round draft pick in day 2. He wasn't a 5th round draft pick on day 3. And just because you drafted him in that round, that don't mean a damn thing to those who know the game. Stop saying that. Because every time he does, Chris, that's your coworker, y'all on the show, he loses credibility. I don't give a damn if he ever played the game or not. If he never played the game and doesn't know enough to adequately speak on the game, he needs to shut up or not be there when y'all doing that segment. Because he's discrediting you and the young lady. And also, when somebody is doing something, y'all are having these shows, shut up and let the other person have their time. The fact that you're running your mouth while that young lady is doing her segment is rude as hell. And nobody should have to tell you that. You know what that means? You know you don't belong there. So, Chris, if you want to hire somebody else that ain't played the pro game, bang my line. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. That was my crash out segment for the night. I might have another one though. I might have another. Let's see. Kimoyo says all the hillbillies at my job are showing their racism. I suggest that the Saints should have signed him. Absolutely. And now here we go. They either showing their racism, their ignorance, or their stupidity. I'm of the mindset they wouldn't like it if you called them stupid. They're probably not going to like it if you call them ignorant either. But if they're saying he wasn't good, he deserved to get drafted in the 5th round, they either stupid or ignorant. One of the two. They put him in the 5th round on purpose to prove a point. King of the, I'm sorry, I got to make sure I say it. King Cam from King Cam's Ujamba podcast is pulled up in the building. That's the comment from him. They put him in the 5th round on purpose. Yeah, that's exactly what they did. I know damn good well that's what they did. And the Steelers sitting up there with Mason Rudolph. And then we drafted Will Howard in the 5th round. You're not telling me Will Howard better than Shadeur Sanders. And I'm looking at Mike Tomlin right now, who seems to be a little bit under the hot seat. Mike, I love you. Having a brother coaching my favorite football team, you have no idea how that makes me feel. But then having that brother know he needed a quarterback and you watched him walk by. This is your legacy we talking about. We ain't talking about Shadeur's legacy. We ain't talking about the Rooney's legacy. No, we're not talking about Ben Roethlisberger's legacy. No, we're talking about Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin, who is the longest tenured quarterback in the National Football League, been to 2 Super Bowls. You only won one of them. Ironically enough, you got beat by the quarterback that's on the team now. We can sit up there and say, never had a losing season. Well, never having had a losing season should equate to more than 2 Super Bowl appearances. Having no losing seasons should equate to more than 1 Super Bowl victory. It doesn't. That's the cold reality. And you let that brother walk. Ain't no way in hell. I don't know who told you not to draft him, but you made the decision. You got to live with the repercussions and consequences of it. As the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers, where you got 72 dudes looking at you and a fan base thinking you're going to make it do what it does to get a Super Bowl. That's what the fans want. We ain't getting paid. Ain't nobody paying us to sit there and watch y'all struggle. Ain't nobody paying us to sit there and watch the most expensive defense get used and abused damn near every Sunday. Nobody's paying me for that, dude. and you sat there and you watched it. Brother to brother, African-American fan to African-American coach. You let that African-American young man, highly touted as a quarterback, walk. In essence, that makes you complicit. Now, that's a tough question. Why you even draft him? Not the BS answer, not the I'm finna talk over everybody's heads answer. No, I want the answer no differently than if I was to ask Michael Jordan, why did you really walk away from basketball the first time? And Mike ain't gonna be able to give me the popular answer, my father wasn't around. No, because you came back and your father wasn't around either. Why did you go play baseball and you were still receiving basketball checks? Yeah, see, tough questions. Tough question. Sanders about to put them all in their feeling. I did call him stupid, do it daily. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do with this because I'm a Steeler fan. What I'm finna do, this dude is literally in the damn division. This is what I'm looking at Mike Tomlin. You literally got to defend against this dude twice a damn season. Where's your quarterback at? Because right now, he's getting his reps in. It might have took a while. He's going to get his reps in, which means when you do get your starting quarterback, he's going to have more experience. And he's him for real. You want me to keep rooting for the Steelers for what? You want me to keep getting my blood pressure up for what? You want me to level up my expectations? You want me to have Super Bowl You don't have Super Bowl expectations for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Stop it. Stop it. You know what's getting me through all this? I got my terrible towel. This segment of the show is brought to you by Collegiate Sports, a mom and pop shop in Alabama dedicated to bringing us what we love in regards to college football. 6-inch figures of our favorite team. You can order it. They got a Black Friday sale going on. Yes, they do. $29.99, $29.99. And right now, 2 for $1, $10 off the shipping and handling. I would tell you what code to use, but they ain't sent me no daggum code. But I'm trying to figure out why I can't be no sponsor because I think I'm the only one did action figure review on it. Anyway, you like football. I like football. You an LSU Tiger. They got the LSU Tigers. You like them. See how I'm doing all this? I'm going to put this up. Mr. Smith, you got your Ohio State figure? Collegiate Legends. Who you think told him about that? You see how he just said he got his Ohio State figure? Who you think told him? No. If you get an order for a Miami Hurricane from an Adolph Toussaint, okay. Yeah. If you get an order from a Terrell Green for a Miami Hurricane, I'm spreading the word and I ain't even got no code. Show your boy some love. That's all I'm saying. I didn't already pay for the action figure, so you unless you want to send me another one, European brother, I can use a European one now. If you want to do that, you can send it to me. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Shout out to Mr. Smith, got his action figure. If you're a Florida Gator fan, they got you. Army, they got you. Mr. Smith, you and Daryl, Navy, they got you. Right, they got you. They got you, definitely got you now. So let's see here. Where are we at? I want to make sure I keep up with the notes. Let's see here. Let me see. Yeah, like the Devil's Pass movie. You don't know who's going to get it. I'm sorry. That's me coming in with a late comment. I'm being late. Kimoyo had already sent that and everything like that. So yeah. Navy is next. Yeah. As a Marine, I got to get that too. Actually, Navy and Army are on my list with my daughter and my granddad being in the Army. And then, we ain't got no Marine Corps. So as a Marine, I guess I get the Navy action figure in there. And moving right along, where are we at? 8 o'clock. We've been in here for an hour. My brother Daryl has a deep dive at 9:30. That's why we do it like this and everything like that. So make sure you got your notifications on. And let me just say, because it's Wednesday, and I know Mr. Smith is normally not here on Wednesdays to be at church. It is a pleasure to have you here today, sir. So thank you so much. What do we have next? All right, so I done spazzed out twice, right? So I'm gonna do my darndest not to spaz out on this segment, not crash out. Stephen A. Smith's interest in politics. I'm of the mindset you could want to do something. You need to know what you're doing. You can want to talk about something. You need to know what you're talking about. Amongst us, and when I say us, we've used words like plant and representatives and how they always get one of us and everything like that. And I'm sitting here and I'm just gonna spitball for a second. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, you let me know. I got cold pizza. It's all right. Cold pizza. I get it, cold pizza. And then I got Skip Bayless. Then I got First Take. I'm sorry. First Take. And then I get this hotshot dude. Charismatic and everything like that. Loud, boisterous, assertive. Stephen A. Smith. Does Stephen A. Smith remind you of Stuart Scott? No. But what Stuart Scott was doing, being himself, organically him, which is organically us, Stephen A. Smith is being, to a degree, something that appeals to us. But as we watch Stephen A. Smith on First Take, we see Skip get up and leave. He starts his own show. That's not normally how that goes. Normally the brother would be the one leaving and have to go. But Skip left him in a comfortable position at ESPN and went over to Fox Sports and started what they call it? First something with skipping, first things first, with Skip and Shane, whatever. And then Stephen A. Smith has Max Kellerman on the show. I didn't know Max Kellerman was a rapper. Did not know that. But I remember Stephen A. Smith would say some things that I would raise my eyebrow up to as an African American. I remember the episode when Terrell Owens was on the show. Now, mind you, I'm already feeling the way I feel. I'm not the only African American feeling that way about some of the comments that Stephen A. Smith makes, only for Max to come off the top rope and jump on Steve's head. Now, let me make sure y'all understand what I'm saying. Max Kellerman ain't Will Kane. As a matter of fact, Max Kellerman has checked Will Kane while Stephen A. Smith didn't sat there. Max Kellerman is checking Will Kane on behalf of me and mine, while me and mine sit there and don't say nothing. Terrell Owens said, if I didn't know any better, I think Max was blacker than you. It wasn't the fact that Terrell Owens said it. It was the fact he said something that way too many of us were already discussing either at work or at the barbershop. What wound up happening? Max wound up being released. There was nothing wrong with Max Kellerman. Stephen A. Smith will tell you he went as far as he could go with Max Kellerman. Well, who do we think I like more? Max Kellerman or Doggy? It's Max Kellerman. Yes, I like the fact that we got brothers on the show. I absolutely do. But would I rather have Stephen A. Smith, Max Kellerman, and Ryan Clark, or would I rather have Stephen A. Smith, what's the brother that quarterback for the Carolina Panthers? Wear the crazy hats, and Ryan Clark? I want Max Kellerman. No shade to anybody. No shade to anybody. But Max always approached the sport from the sport aspect of it and the humanity aspect of it, and left his damn ego at the front door. That's not something we can say Stephen A. Smith does. He's made uneducated comments in regards to Jasmine Crockett. He's made uneducated comments in regards to the production of one Donald Trump. He's made uneducated comments in regards to the type of man that Donald Trump is. In essence, a plant. A plant. We're supposed to like him. He's supposed to be entertaining to us. He is. I like him. He's entertaining. But in me liking him and me being entertained by him, I know when it comes to politics, he's either ignorant or stupid. Basketball, oh, he got basketball all day long. Whether we talking on the collegiate level or whether we talking about on the professional level. But when it comes to life, hell, even women, like I said, I don't care that you brought your sister, your mama, and your daughter up there. They weren't the ones who made those derogatory comments. You were. So don't bring them up to justify what you said. Stand on your square by yourself. It's with those statements in mind that I can look into the camera and say, brother, politics needs to be something you don't even begin to touch. You don't even have any business talking about it. You don't. You don't know enough, nor do you care enough. You know enough to talk about basketball. You know a little something to talk football. You know a little something to talk basketball. But when it comes to social awareness, politics, any brother that's irresponsible enough to sit in front of a camera and articulate why Donald Trump has more in common with brothers than Kamala Khan. You either stupid or you ignorant. Either way, you don't belong in politics. Why? Because you're no different than the dude that's in office now. Neither one of you know what the hell you're doing. Neither one of you know what the hell you're talking about. And we don't need that blight on our demographic as a people. We don't need that. So no, stay where you at. You at Sports Center. Do what you're doing. Yeah, you done did some acting gigs on General Hospital. Do that. Politics, I know you got your own little nightly podcast show and everything like that. But mind you, you don't have guests because you don't like being challenged, brother. So what you got going on, just stay over there. Don't announce you're not running for Democrat. You're not independent. You're not Republican. You're not woke. You're not sleep. You're not conservative. You're not liberal. You Stephen A. Smith. Be good with that. You Stephen A. Smith. Cam Newton. Appreciate you, King. Appreciate you. I did not. I was forgetting. I'm sitting up here thinking Auburn. I could not remember that dude's name. So yeah, stay where you at. We don't need you, nor do we want you. See, this is what you need to understand. We don't need you as a politician, nor do we want you as a politician. You think you can think whatever you want to. We don't want it. We don't want it. I'm sorry. We don't. I like what you got going on, but no, we don't want that. Where else are we? Okay, I like this right here. We got 5 people in here. Have y'all hit that like button? At the 8:10 hour. So Saturday morning, not feeling too well and everything like that. Light day, because Georgia, I don't want to say we was playing lightweight, but it was kind of like an off day for SEC team last week, right? Some skimming. Supposed to be a fight. Jake Paul, Tank, right? Okay, all right. Now, seeing some pressers for this and everything like that. Jake Paul bigger than Tank Davis. There's a size difference there. It is. But I'm looking at how Tank talking. Tank like, you. And so I'm saying to myself, okay, so you're not going to fight Tank. Because Tank not going to go along with the program. Daryl boxes. Daryl. Yeah. You play football, you play basketball, you play tennis, you play hockey. You play badminton, you play chess, you play tic-tac-toe. You don't play boxing. I ain't never heard nobody use the word play and boxing in the same sentence. I ain't never heard that. Never. In 57 years on God's green earth, I've never heard anybody use, we play boxing. I ain't never heard that when folks say we slap boxing. No, somebody actually getting slapped. I see I got 3 people in here. I appreciate y'all putting up. I appreciate y'all staying. Y'all ain't have to. I'm not the fighting expert. I ain't been act like that. What I do understand is mass times acceleration, that equal force. Very seldom does a smaller dude swing harder, punch harder than a big dude. Jake Paul has been fighting exhibitions. Anthony Joshua been fighting sanctioned fights. Sanctioned. So who do I believe that Anthony Joshua done lost to that I believe Jake Paul can beat? That's Vladimir Klitschko. Didn't Jake Paul beat him? Or not Jake Paul. Didn't Anthony Joshua beat him? Do I think Jake Paul can beat Klitschko? No, stop that. Stop that. Stop. No, I don't believe that. I don't believe it. Who I'm gonna keep up with these notes because I'm not the boxing person. Tell me, because I'm leaning on expert. I'm leaning on expert. I ain't just tell me the name of the dude that Anthony Joshua lost to that we believe Logan Paul could beat. Because I don't see that. I'm sorry. I'm looking. I know he lost to the Latino dude. I don't think Jake Paul could beat him. I know Anthony Joshua lost to the Gypsy King. I don't think Jake Paul can beat him. Okay, Kimoyo, you said Joshua beat him, but won't knock him out on purpose. See, did you see the fight weigh in when they was sitting down at the table? Because I watched it on Saturday. That's what Saturday. He said, I'm gonna beat him up. I'm gonna cut him up. I'm gonna bust him up. That's what Anthony Joshua said. I'm like, he didn't use the word knockout. He said, you know, because he got an English accent. I'm going in there to cut him up, beat him up, and bust him up. That's my job, yeah. As a fighter, that's what my mindset got to be. I'm sitting up and like, do you hear what this dude talking about doing to you? He ain't even talking about putting you to sleep. He talking about putting hands on you. Dude asked him, said, will you consider it a disappointment if you don't knock him out? Anthony Joshua said, is that from your perspective or from mine? Dude was like, well, so it's from your perspective, yeah? Okay, well, from my perspective, yeah, I got to knock him out. He said something that Mike Tyson used to say he was going to do to folks. Mike would just growl when he said it. I'm going, my role when I go in here, like, he want to put Jake Paul out of professional boxing. Like, when I get done with you, they not even talking about you no more. Then he's going to go train with somebody who the last dude he fought that beat him, shorter dude he struggled with. That's who he going to go train with. Meanwhile, Jake Paul is training with Mike Tyson. Jake, here's the thing. You not Mike. That the hand speed you got ain't nowhere near what Mike had. and I ain't saying, I'm just saying, like, I don't think Mike is Customato. You gonna try and go in there with that? No, Lord Jesus. Knocking out Nate Rogers, Nate, whatever his name is, you ain't fought nobody on this level, dude. Like you, and I don't give a damn what folks be talking about you. You breathing, you collecting yourself before you look up at him. You still looking up at him. And jabs do hurt. Because some folks talking about, well, Joshua might just have to stick behind his jab all night. I saw Buster Douglas put Mike Tyson on his ass using a jab all night. So you taking advice from a dude who got put on his ass from a jab, from a dude who literally has the strength to put you on your ass with a jab. Okay. Keep going. Yep. Tyson Fury. Now that's the thing. Thank you for saying that because I couldn't remember buddy's name. Tyson Fury picked Jake Paul to win. Tyson Fury's brother picked Anthony Joshua to win. And he said just like this, if I beat you with one hand broke. I'm not in Anthony Joshua's league. If I beat you with one hand, the only thing they said that I really agreed with was they said it's going to be a lot of folks tuning in to see Jake Paul get hurt. What's your point? What is your point? Like when we tune in to watch a fight, more often than not, we tuning in to see somebody get put on their ass. Whichever one you tuning in, somebody, okay, well, I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Moving right along, what do we have next? I think we did that. Action figure time. I think we can get on up out of here with the action figures. It is 8:20. Let's talk about it. Let's combine that into our Q&A, if you will. What's going on, Hasbro? Hasbro Marvel Legends. I want to say thank y'all so much for what y'all doing for us and everything like that. we was keeping money in our pockets. But the stuff that y'all have been releasing lately, that seems to no longer be an issue. So we've been asking for cardiac. Shout out to Mr. Smith. We got a cardiac coming. Good looking. Good looking. I asked for wrong. I wanted some more, but you gave me wrong. Appreciate it. Good looking. Good looking. Good looking. Last but not least, listen, y'all need to know I'm such a fan of this one right here. Because I don't think nobody else asked for this. I don't. I know but I ain't hear nobody else ask for the Iron Man Mark 72 Mysterium armor action figure. Oh yeah, look, listen. When y'all said y'all was dropping that, I said, oh. That's what I'm talking about right there. Y'all picking up what a brother putting down. Well, here we are tonight. The Rock With Me Nation, 9 of us, 10 if you count myself, we in full effect. Q&A. We figured since y'all listening, and we really do appreciate that Inhumans thing y'all got coming up. My brother Daryl is interesting. Now that might be my fault because I don't know if Daryl was necessarily checking for that, but you kind of did your thing with the Inhuman wave. You really, really did. And it's nice synergy with the Imperial comic book and everything like that. Y'all need to do that again. Y'all need to do that again. That said, though, we don't want to rest on our laurels around here, right? Right. You got 2 ways, right? You got the executional wave, right? You got that. You got the Inhuman wave, right? You got cardiac, right. We even got Hypno Hustle. Come on now, Hypno Hustle. You're doing so. So what I figured we would do tonight is we would do a Q&A, the Rock With Me Nation, from us to you. What other action figures we would like to have? Because we said it once, we say it again. Nobody asked for that damn Warbow. No. Nobody asked for that Warbow. Nobody. Starshine. That would be Rob's girlfriend. Can I get that? Yeah. Unique body sculpt. Yeah. Something you ain't did before. Come on now. Come. I know you like to reuse stuff, but we gonna buy it though. It's a unique way because trust me, nobody is interested in them Crystal Warriors except somebody that works for Hasbro. I don't. You know what that's like? Doing Crystal Warriors and introducing them as action figures is like green lighting the Eternals movie. Now, unless you telling me one of y'all want to, no longer work at Hasbro, you want to be doing what Nate doing, the greatest race on earth or something like that right there. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. What else? What other action figure could we be looking at right now? Supposedly you got a World of Warcraft Black Panther, but what is the World of Warcraft Black Panther gonna look like? Is that the Dr. Eve Ewing action Black Panther? Is that the Jonathan Hickman Black Panther from Imperial? Or is that the Brian Illuminati Ultimate Black Panther? There's 3 choices on the table. Rock With Me Nation. Which one would you prefer? Jonathan Hickman, Dr. Eve Ewing, or Brian Illuminati? Let me know. I see 8 of us in here, 9 of us here. If it's me, because I'm sitting up here like I low-key got the Dr. Eve Ewing version right now. I do. That's kind of what that is. Jonathan Hickman. I need Jonathan Hickman first. With the kilt in the front. Yeah. You do me a nice little 2-pack with Shorty too, if you don't mind. But yeah, I need that. I need that in my life. I need that in my life. I need that. So y'all let me know. Is there any other, you know what? We need a brand new Blue Marvel. Now I'm gonna go ahead and say, because of what you did last time, that Blue Marvel need to be in a 2-pack. You need to give us the 2-pack with the outfit that you just gave, right? That's one action figure. And then the other one could be where he got his helmet on. And the helmet, yeah, we need that. We need that because you was, because see, you ain't think nobody was gonna catch it. So we need a new Blue Marvel and a brand new Misty Knight action figure. Yeah. Kimoyo says T'Challa and Aurora 2-pack. He not wrong. I just know y'all not gonna do it. I just know y'all not gonna do it. As a matter of fact, this would make a lovely 2-pack because it is the 60th anniversary, right? Go ahead and give us that T'Challa Aurora wedding 2-pack. I ain't saying, I'm just saying, gonna make that do what it's gonna do. Gray says Imperial T'Challa and Shooting 2-pack like that. Kimoyo says Blue Marvel with Cape. I need that 2-pack because that Blue Marvel you gave us, that figure ain't supposed to be that small. King Cam says whichever one gives me the fully unhinged Omega level Black Panther. Oh man, we would have to get some accessories done at the house because for here we go. I like what you said. King Cam said whichever one gives me the fully unhinged Omega level Black Panther. You know what action figure that would be? That would be the maximum Black Panther. Something that we've talked about, myself, Kimoyo, and Daryl. That action figure should come with 3 head sculpts, one of them unmasked, one of them partial. Yeah, going all the way back to that Avengers comic book. Yeah. We need all that. Vibranium effects, shield, Skybreaker, the Spirit Bashinga. Yeah. And if you want to get fancy and funky, go ahead and give me a diorama set piece of the Resurrection Altar. Yeah. I need that. I need him. That Black Panther need to be just as articulated as Spider-Man. Hell yeah. And you got a maximum Spider-Man out there too. Yeah. He need to be able to do every pose that Spider-Man can. Yeah. $49.99. Ring it up. Ring it up. Ring it up. Oh, what was the song? Yamo be there up and Yamo be there up. Yeah, Yamo be there. Maximum Black Panther. Yeah, we need that. We need that. The Omega Black Panther movie. You want the Omega Black Panther? Oh, I don't know who writing that movie. You say you want the Omega Black Panther movie. There ain't nobody working in Marvel qualified to get that to you. Now, what you might want to do is stick around. Stick around. You know what I'm saying? Because they're working on some stuff. Mr. Smith working on some stuff. And I'm working on some stuff. And what I'm gonna do is we get off the live. I'm gonna low key send you a little bit of something. What I'm working on, you want it, we got it at the house. You gonna get T'Challa told like how T'Challa's supposed to be. We're gonna do it at the house. All you gotta do is be subscribed. That's all you gotta do, be subscribed. You ain't gotta wait no years. You ain't gotta wait no years. You ain't gotta pay no money. Just be subscribed. That's it. That's it. We came for the action, just like the Kung Fu. Yeah, listen. We still doing the Q&A. So in my story, I was talking about the story that I have that I'm working on and everything like that. Daryl's working on a story. I'm working on a story. Mr. Smith is working on a story. We did just mention Adam Brashear. We're using our action figures. Ain't no sense in having them, and we're not using them. So we're going to use our action figures to tell the story and everything like that. Some superhero teams are going to be established. Some original superhero teams are going to be established. Daryl got his team. You've probably already seen his squad based on the videos that he's been doing. Me and Mr. Smith, we have as of yet to reveal ours. Now, I did allude to earlier saying that Adam Brashear and T'Challa would be on the same team. there are probably 5 or 6 more heroes on that team. And low key, you heard me use some of their names, not all of them, doing this live. So let's play a game. Let's play a game. Have to make sure I can send stuff out. I got my stuff. So I'm going to say there are 5 to 6 more other characters that are part of my superhero team. Who do you think they are? And I'm asking, we probably got some posters going out. We're going to send out some posters if folks can get it down. Who do you think they are? Gray's in the building, greeting folks. My wife resumes typing on Friday. I sent this to Hasbro and told them to watch at an hour, 20 minutes for the figure talk. Appreciate it. Who do you think is going for a fact? T'Challa and Blue Marvel will be on this superhero team. They are part of this story. Now, I'm going to give you a hint. The name of the story is Blood Feud. That's the name of the story. And yes, it is my sequel to Blood Hunt. So Blood Hunt, Blood Feud, who do you think the other 5 to 6 titular characters are? I feel like I need my Jeopardy music. This is a nice action figure, by the way. This is a nice action figure, by the way. Yeah, I Hasbro, good looking with that one. Good, yes, that's I like that. Let me see. Blade, yes. Kimoyo, Blade is in it. Blade is in it. Blade is in it, and Blade is on the team. Blade is on the team. So we got Blade on the team, Blue Marvel, and Black Panther. They are on the team. So we got 4 to 5 more characters that are on that team. What's going on, Mr. Martin? What's going on? Storm is on the team. Aurora is on the team. So yes, we got Blade, Aurora, Blue Marvel, and Black Panther. That's 4. That's 4. It's 3 to 4 more characters. 3 to 4 more. Monica Rambeau. Yes, she's on the team. She's on the team. That's 5. That's 5, right? Yeah. All 5 of them are on the team. All 5 of them. It's 2 to 3 more. 2 to 3 more characters that are on the team. 2 to 3 more. Yes, they African American. Don't nobody need to be looking at me sideways and everything like that. I'm just Earth 421. So let me see what you got here. Luke Cage. You know, I was struggling. I was struggling with him and Blue Marvel being on the same team. But he's on the team. He is. He is on the team. Yes, he is on the team. There's some other people though. How many is that? 5, 6? Let me see. We got Blade, Black Magic, Blue Marvel, Monica Rambeau, Storm, and who we just said? Luke Cage. Kimoyo said, Brother Voodoo. Yeah. One more. One more. One more. And I'm gonna give you a hint. It's a woman. One more. It's a woman. It's a woman. Got enough dudes on the team. Got enough dudes on the team. But no, that's tight work. Y'all hit the nail right on the head. Who would be the next hero? It's a woman. Yep. Mr. Martin got it right. Misty Knight. Yes. So my superhero team consists of those characters. I think I got every T crossed, every I dotted. I, I wanted to do something that made me feel good as a comic book fan, an older comic book fan, and everything like that. I think having heroes, that mixture of heroes, and folks like, that's not a mixture. They all African American. They all got diverse backgrounds. And so having that, I can do some nice little things. I've sent Mr. Smith some pictures, sent my brother Daryl some pictures and everything like that. So we are hard at work in the lab. We are hard at work in the lab. We've heard you. And with us being hard at work in the lab, let me just go ahead and say this. There are certain things you're going to see us not partake of anymore, and the back and forth on social media will be that, because that doesn't allow time to be creative. So we won't be getting into that. No, we're in production mode. We're in production mode. So that's where we're at with it. But we want to make sure we get that out. I do think though Silhouette is underused. Silhouette is underused, and we ain't got no action figure. Now, mind you, we would have to create an action figure for Silhouette. Considering her frame, it ain't like that's that difficult to do. you see what I'm looking at? Like it just has to be some want to, but can definitely be done. This is like the Midnight Nurse from Luke Cage. Yeah, Rosario, Dario. But yeah. So that is what we're going to do. Where are we at? We are at the 8 o'clock and 37-minute mark. Let me see. Congratulations going out to Michael Jai White. I want to make sure I get that out of the way today before we get on off of here. Michael Jai White, from what I was reading, received an award, more or less along the lines of a Lifetime Achievement Award, and God knows he deserves it. Michael Jai White. Tell y'all what he received here. Ironically enough, Spawn was one of the movies that I came across. Michael Jai White makes history as first non-Asian to win coveted Bruce Lee award at the Asian World Film Festival. This was 23 hours ago. This is reported to us from the Griot. Hard work pays off. Now I'm mentioning this because Hollywood in and of itself hasn't done a great job of making Michael Jai White a leading man. By and large, the movies that we know Michael Jai White from, he did it. Go get the filming company and everything like that. And Black Dynamite, who knew the dude had comedic chops? I did not. He got a cartoon out of it over there on Cartoon Network. Who knew? Married and everything like that. His wife is his workout partner. You want to talk about relationship goals? You want to talk about marriage goals? You and your wife being able to equally whoop ass? They're don't know him, never met him personally. But what I can say is I'm a fan of his work. I am a fan of, he gets it when it comes to representation and imagery, because we've never seen him play a weak man on film. And he's literally talked about that in ways in which some folks act like that's not a real thing. But let me go ahead and read this. This comes to us by Brandon Caldwell, November 25th, 2025, 61 years old. Brother, you giving me hope. Golly. 61? Dude, you 60? The 61-year-old actor has starred in over 70 films, including Spawn, Black Dynamite, and more. Before, he was an actor playing a multitude of roles, from Black Dynamite to Spawn and even Mike Tyson for HBO. Michael Jai White trained and leaned heavily into mixed martial arts. Now, his latest honor might be his biggest one yet. On November 21st, the actor and longtime action star was given the Bruce Lee Award at the Asian World Film Festival, becoming the first non-Asian individual to take home the prestigious trophy. White shared his gratitude on Instagram. Last night, I was honored to receive the prestigious Bruce Lee Award at the AWFF, he exclaimed. Shannon Lee, Bruce's daughter, who heads the Bruce Lee Foundation, is also a longtime friend and wushu classmate of mine, who's made me the first non-Asian to receive the award. Her father was and is the greatest and most inspirational martial artist to have walked the earth. You're not really gonna get no arguments from us over here with the Rock Wit Me Nation. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we good with that. This honor is the most heartfelt award I could ever receive. I don't know who Tony, Emmy, or Oscar were, but I damn sure know who Bruce Lee is. Yeah, I am. I don't know the other folks either. But Bruce, right there with you, big dog. Right there with you. So yeah, the festival has been handing out awards since 2015, with actors such as James Wong, George Takei being granted Lifetime Achievement Awards. In 2022, the Bruce Lee Award began being presented at the festival by the Bruce Lee Foundation, a nonprofit organization started by his daughter, Shannon Lee, and his widow, Linda Lee Caldwell, in 2002. Bruce Lee died of cerebral edema in 1973 at the age of 32. Previous award winners include Daniel Wu, Tony Jaa, and Mark Dacascos. I don't think I got that right. For White, an actor with over 75 films under his belt, the award is the ultimate achievement for a career and life dedicated to the practice of mixed martial arts. White has black belts in Shotokan, Goju-Ryu, Taekwondo, Wushu, and other disciplines. And if I mispronounce them names, I'm sorry, damn it. This is my first time coming across it. Those skills have been featured in several films, from Black Dynamite to Undisputed to Blood and Bone. Blood and Bone. Shout out to the late Kimbo Slice. White has kept busy outside of martial arts films, starring in Trouble Man. I don't know if y'all caught that. Wasn't bad. The budget could have been better. That's what I would say. The budget could have been better, but I did like Trouble Man in the newest season of The Family Business on BET. So yeah, that's what's going on. Shout out, congratulations to Michael Jai White, bro. You're doing big things. I've always been a fan, like a fan of work, because I don't know him personally. Fan of what he stands for when it comes to representation, because he made that public. That's it. We out. That is it. Unless we got something else, I'm gonna keep up with these notes and everything. See what we got going on before we get on up out of here. Get down on it. Come on in. If you really want it, you gotta feel it. Let's see here. Black Dynamite was a classic. Yes, it was. Is. Yeah, I might need to give me some of that right now. Buffalo Blue Marble. Buffalo. My brother saying yes. In essence, Daryl is saying we need a bigger Blue Marble. He's absolutely right. Misty Knight, that old action figure, is cross-eyed. She is, so we could definitely do with that. Make it happen. Or a Star Panther. I don't believe y'all know who Star Panther is, so that me and Daryl would have to be over there for that. Y'all. Anyway. So cool, yeah. So that is it. We've had a great show tonight. I feel like we had a great show. Entertaining, informative, as my brother likes to say, edutainment. That's his thing. That's his thing. Keeping the main thing. We are at work, hard at work, and bringing to y'all ongoing Black Panther stories. I'm gonna say that they will be ongoing, because we gonna keep moving from story to story to story to story to story. So you will get ongoing Black Panther story. In regards to life, I'm gonna say this: nobody's perfect, and it's when people start talking like either A, someone is always perfect or someone is always flawed, that's when you know they're lying, because nobody's perfect. We live in a day and time right now, and it's crazy because I don't know if you've been keeping up with it, but you cannot sustain a foundation built off of hatred. It's not going to last. Folks like to talk about it was the Republican Party that freed the slaves. You're right. They did. They're also the party that when the Democratic Party announced civil rights were on the table, voting rights were on the table, the Republican Party was also the party to embrace the Southern strategy. That's hatred personified. You had the, what was it, the wives of the Confederacy. So now here we sit, well, we said don't elect the dude the first time. You said don't elect the dude the second time. A guy who said he doesn't believe in God. He don't read the Bible. A guy who said, and he's on record saying it, if he was to ever run for office, it would be as a Republican because that's the dumbest party. So you're a Republican. You can be. The dude you voted into office has insulted human beings on a daily basis. That's his whole thing. He speaks fear. He does not build bridges. He burns them. That is a filthy human being. That is, I would not want anyone like that around me, nor my children. None. I'm the same dude who can step in the name of love and tell you he would never have left any of his daughters unsupervised around one Robert Kelly. I can stand on my square. You built the Republican Party on hatred. You know what? You didn't build, that's me having recent history. No, you didn't build a Republican Party on hatred. You sought to maintain the Republican Party through hatred. But you call yourself God-fearing people. You can't be further from the truth and karma. So now you have it where Republicans are being threatened in their own party by racists. You now have women that are politicians being threatened by the same people they chose to lay down with. Confederate sympathizers, Nazi sympathizers, racists. You made that decision. Now you see it rampant in your party. It is what it is. Nick Fuentes, this is for you specifically. You want to be a racist. They don't want you. You're not Aryan. You're not blonde haired. You don't have blue eyes. Your last name makes you expendable at the end of the day when it comes to the Aryan alt-right. You're expendable. You serve a purpose no differently than, Deputy Do Right, right. The doggone it twins, yeah. You serve a purpose. Once your purpose is no longer needed, you will be disposed of just like everybody else. Because whether you believe it or not, you don't. You're not white. They don't consider you that. You're a mutt. You're not pure. That means somebody from Germany went and committed the ultimate sin by sleeping with somebody outside of Germany, one of your ancestors. And you think if you talk about me enough, me and mine enough, you're going to get in good with them? Here's some free game. The Pope don't want you because you're a hateful individual. And the racists don't want you because you're not a pure individual. You're a mutt. Sad part about it is you're not even the first mutt of your kind. You just happen to be the next one. So good luck with your hateful vitriol. You got more in common with the Hispanics than you ever will with a white person. Nicholas. Yeah. That said, I am out. Impeachment paperwork has been filed to Congress for the third time for the Orange Menace. He's got to go. He and those who think like him are nothing more. And see what I'm saying? He and those who think like him are a detriment and always have been to this country. If they impeach him, I don't believe they will because I believe they're cowards. He needs to be locked up in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. Then they need to spin the block on every J6er. Lock them up in Guantanamo Bay as well. Then spin the block on everybody that works for ICE, because you don't have to have an education for ICE. You just have to have your name signed on the dotted line. $50,000, you ain't making it. Free benefits, because he ain't giving them out. Yeah, you taking that job with ICE to sell out your fellow Americans. Every last one of them need to be locked up in Guantanamo. I do it my damn self. J.D. Vance need to go. Ron DeSantis need to go. Every last person that has participated in this willful division and hateful vitriol, because MTG want to say I'm my bad for participating in the toxic politics. No, you going right along with them. You're going to go right along with them. Your apology falls on deaf ears because you participated in it. When Donald Trump insulted women, you went along with it. When Donald Trump and J.D. Vance insulted those women who aren't able to bear children, you went along with it. Marjorie, you a sellout to your own damn gender. I don't even know how you coming back from that. No, ma'am, you going right to Guantanamo Bay with everybody else. Just that simple. You betrayed America. Every last one of you did. You sold out America for individuality, for hatred, for vitriol, for separation, for something that this country should have been put to bed a long damn time ago. And you chose to profit off of it. I hope they do get the impeachment. I really, really do. And I hope they lock every last one of y'all up. You need to understand how I feel about this. I'm very passionate. Officer, deputy, whatever your name is, you say you wouldn't cry if your child was deleted, but you cried over Charlie? Fine. You can cry when you locked up in Guantanamo Bay. Hodge twins, you started off as physical fitness influencers. You can get your workout on in Guantanamo Bay. That's from one veteran to a bunch of spineless individuals. And Stephen A. Smith, if you're not careful, because you grifting. I don't have no respect for grifters. Listen, I'm out. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit the share button. Look into the abyss. Let the abyss know you're not going anywhere, but don't blink. Let it know you standing 10 toes down and you about business. That's it. Because in 2 days, there was somebody else whose birthday we gonna celebrate who was about business. Chadwick Aaron Boseman. Folks like to talk about it, but don't know how to be about it. Well, over here with the Wit Me Nation, we're not gonna just talk about it. We're gonna be about it. So let me sum it up real quick for the king. Know who you are. Research who you are so you can know who you are, so you can draw strength from who you are. Don't be ashamed to say you love God. That is what that is at the end of the day. Don't be ashamed of that, because I'm here to tell you there's a lot of strength in that. And don't let somebody make you feel like they know him more than you do. Don't let somebody make you feel like they got ownership of him, because they don't. Don't nobody. Nobody. If you call yourself black, I say African American. But if you call yourself black, then learn how to be unapologetically 100% black. That means it starts with it and it stops with it, and you not apologizing for it. You want the real when it comes to it. You don't want the play. You don't want the fake. You want the real. So if you saying you black, then damn it, black better be every damn thing white is, because when they say they white, that's what that is. It's every damn thing. They ain't taking no time off with it. You can't mess with nothing. You can't play with nothing. You say you black? That's equal energy. That means you feel the same damn way. Now, if you don't feel the same damn way, stop claiming it. You're doing way more damn harm than good. Maybe if you studied the brother that was over my right shoulder, the one that so many of y'all claim to love and everything like that, you would know how to unapologetically be 100% black. You wouldn't be afraid to protest. You wouldn't open up your mouth to say brothers and sisters are wasting their time when they protest or boycott anything, because you know him. Right. Well, I ain't perfect. I did study him. No differently than I studied the Bible. That thing that they put in front of me, that big book. Unlike some other folks who happen to be in the White House right now. That said, I'm out. This has been a blast. It's been fun. We got 4 minutes left. He received the Bruce Lee Award, and he's the first. Yeah, he got all that. He got all that. The reimagining of a troubled man was kind of mid. Yeah. That said, I'm out. My brother Dora has a live. King Cam had an Ujamba podcast this morning. Grand Madam Taro had a podcast yesterday. They got videos up on the channel and everything like that. Like I said, my brother got that deep dive comic book review coming at 9:30. And he's got his live coming up 9:30. And you know we got Friday Night Vibes on Friday. Thank y'all so much for pulling up. It's been a blast. Tomorrow, whatever you're doing tomorrow, have fun doing it. Be safe doing it. Do it with friends and family members you can truly do it with. Whatever you're doing tomorrow, whatever you're doing, whatever you calling tomorrow, that ain't for me. Let's do this again. Till next time, in between time, remember the late, great Don Cornelius and Chadwick Boseman, right? I'll see y'all later. Like, share, subscribe. I ain't saying I'm just saying. Peace.